Hi, my name is Sammy, and this is a short video on sermon delivery. And I'm just going to briefly talk about the structure and the flow of a sermon. There's four stages to a sermon, and the first part of the sermon is the introduction. This is where I will try and engage with the audience in really try and define the purpose of my message, and to really engage with the audience, and with the emotion and stories, and being real and authentic with emotions, and and ask questions, rhetorical questions, to try and get an engagement between myself and the audience, and try and get a connection there. And as I'm defining my message, the second part is the body, and this is where the most of the material will be done, and it is where I will most of the exegesis will take part in, and the scriptures, the main scriptures, will be on this part of the sermon, and and I will try and really break down the scriptures on this part, and I'm going to have a few points, main points, and maybe one or two supporting points after that, to really try and bring some biblical truth out. And this is where it happens in the body. And the third part is the application, and it's where the biblical truths I've just shared in the in just previously in the body. This is where I will try and press it against, and put it into the lives of the people. The application, and things they can apply, the biblical truths that we've just broken down in the scriptures. How they can apply these truths into their lives. And for the application, I have to keep in mind that the audience, my hearers, are different. People from different age group, and people from different culture, people with different in a different journey in their spiritual walk with God. So the application has to be realistic. Something that they can do, and be specific, and be pointed, and be direct, to really make people really think about what they're doing, and I believe be as concrete as possible. A personal testimony, that's powerful, and it'd be easier for me to share, uh, these biblical truths, and try and encourage them to apply it in their lives, because that's something that I've experienced. It's something that I've gone through, and it'll just be so much easier for me to really push it to the hearers. And the fourth and the last bit is the conclusion, and the conclusion is the final movement of me as a preacher, trying to lead my audience, the hearers, to the end goal, and inspire them to act, and bringing all the information of the sermon into a burning focus, the conclusion, and just reinforcing the main ideas of what I've just shared, in the body, the points, and in the application. And this is where I'm not going to bring up new ideas. I'm not introducing any new ideas on this part of the sermon. I'll just repetition and restatement, just reinforcing the ideas of the points of the sermon. And I really like to end with a punch, you know, and that's engaging and inspiring. A personal plea, you know, to and a direct challenge, an invitation for the people to act, and something provocative end. You know, I could end with a carefully crafted phrase to end the sermon. So that's my sermon outline for my for the structure and flow of my sermon. Thanks.